gatekeepers, but I feel like we mixed gatekeepers, stupid people, and posers, right? Like, we did, didn't we? Because, like, if you're into music or whatever and you just, like, listen to it, that's whatever, you know? But you're gonna wear the merch, you're gonna say you're, like, they're one of your favorite artists, put them as your profile picture, and you don't even listen to their music. Or don't, like, legit, like, all I'm saying is, like, all these trends and stuff, like, strip identity. Like, I don't understand if people don't understand that what this is trend hopping. Like, like, I don't know, maybe there's just, like, certain people that get more into things than others, but when you're a person that's, like, really, really deeply into something, and you, like, see these people, and they don't even understand the music, it does piss you off. Like, and that doesn't give me the right to just be, like, hating and being a troll, but it does mean that, like, people should understand that there is reason to be mad, like, and there is a reason why, like, people that are genuinely into this, like, stuff feel, like, defensive. Because, when I see another person, because I'm personally into crust punk, but, like, if I see another person wearing patches, I'm not, oh, they're wearing my thing. No. I'm like, okay, like, great, someone understands the scene, they're, like, dedicated, they're doing well. But then if I, like, talk to that person, and, like, I'm able to have a really good conversation about that stuff, like, about that music, about that, like, about crust punk, just, like, about that in general, like, and they're good with that, then that's fine. But if, like, I'm asking them stuff, and they don't even know shit, like, that pisses me off. Like, you're gonna have crust punk pants, but you're not gonna be crust punk. Like, you're not gonna listen to crust punk music, like, and you can be crust punk without wearing crust punk stuff, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't be this if you don't look like this, but, like, these styles did originate from the scene, so people that are like that, like, I don't know, like, have some respect for those people, and then then we can work on how those people can work on not being so pissy about not someone being as much as a fan as they. I don't know, like for reference, I've kind of always liked more, like, harder music, I guess, and in, like, 7th and 8th grade I really started getting into music, and of course it was just, like, classic rock, like, not punk, not punk, definitely, or not, like, but just rock and some new metal, kind of just the basics. And then I started meeting some people that had, like, really good music taste, and I got into it, and, like, I discovered really cool artists, and, like, the first artist that I found out was Dystopia, and it was through a friend, and, like, he showed me it in 7th, 8th grade, I don't know, and I loved the music, so I got into it, and, like, sure, at first I didn't have the style, but I listened to the music, and then I started getting more into the scene, started getting to know a little bit more about what crust punk is, or, like, what all these other genres are, learned about Dystopia, learned about so many other bands, got band merch, got, like, patches, like, I did that, and, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you listen to Dystopia, and you've only listened to one song, and you say, like, Dystopia, like, no, it's fine, but if you're saying your Dystopia is, like, one of your Dystopia's, like, biggest fan, or you have Dystopia as your profile picture, but you can't even name 5 songs that aren't on TikTok, and I see that they're not even really on your playlist, they're just through, like, things, and yeah, I'm gonna be kind of pissed, because I took this time to understand how important, like, that band's music is, like, and how much it contributed to the punk scene, because there are so many good bands that contributed to the punk scene, but Dystopia, poetic music. And I'm also not saying, oh, if you're into crust punk, then that's all you can listen to. No, I listen to spoken word, I listen to, like, instrumental music, I listen to industrial, like, I listen to all that, and I'm not dissing anybody that listens to, like, stuff like Taylor Swift or pop music, unless you listen to NSBM. Right, okay, but I think that people need to be a little bit more understanding why you shouldn't be a poser. Like, people should understand you shouldn't be a poser, and you shouldn't be a gatekeeper, right? Okay, but, like, it's important for people to have their thing, and, like, create their own unique identity. And these trends, and they really shouldn't make me that mad. Like, I should be, like, oh, well, I like the music, I know, I appreciate it, so I'm fine. But I've just seen too much of it. I've seen too much of this, and it pisses me off, and I finally want to talk about it, because I don't know, I feel like people could just be a little nicer, but I get that, kind of, like, gatekeeping, but that doesn't mean we can't move forward. Like, but that also doesn't mean we can't be like, oh, you know what, you're a shitty person for gatekeeping that. That's not your thing. Like, working, bitch, do you know how many times other people have done that? Like, we're all just kind of hypocrites, but there's always room to move forward until the sun explodes or until we get bombed. So, you know, um, but, like, that's how it feels. It's like, of course I can move forward, but in order for me to move forward, it needs to be like, 2-person job, right? Or, like, a 2-group job. One of the posers, one of the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers learn to just chill a bit, and the posers learn to actually, like, take some time to find their identity, to create their own identity and respect other people's. So, posers respect other people's identities, and gatekeepers chill out a bit. And that goes to me too, for both sides, because I've been a poser and a gatekeeper. But also, put your foot down. Put your foot down. Like, don't be a pushover.